Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving into some hilariously outrageous stories shared by Redditors about the stupidest things they've ever done. Let's get into it. Dumb shit number 1. In junior high school, I was running down the stairs at lunchtime, and when I got to the point where there were 3 steps left, I thought I'd do something kind of cool and fun and jump down to skip the last 3 steps. I stupidly did not look up and realize that there was a flight of stairs above the stairs I was on, and I was pretty tall. I leaped, and a second later the lights went out. Next thing I knew, I was waking up with a bunch of people crowded around me. I forget how long I had a headache afterward, for obvious reasons. Dumb shit number 2. I emailed everyone's annual work evaluations to everyone, collectively. Dumb shit number 3. I wanted to hide from my grandfather and knew he'd be coming into the room soon. I saw a suitcase and always wanted to zip myself up. I knew if I was going to do that, I needed a way to breathe and immediately thought about a straw. I ran to the kitchen, grabbed one, got in, and zipped myself up. Somehow I ended up dropping the straw outside the suitcase and freaking out a little, but knew I had to remain calm. My grandfather came in some minute later. I, of course, was wanting out and called to him, "Papu," grandfather in Greek. He said, "Mathayo." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Where the hell are you?" I said, "Down here in the suitcase." He asked how I got in, I explained, and he got me out. Dumb shit number 4. I saw in a cartoon show that they were walking on the bottom of the sea and wanted to do the same. My mom had some water weights to use in the pool, so I immediately thought, cool, I'll use these and walk on the bottom. I put them on, got in the pool, and walked to the deep end. I was thinking, this is so cool, when I heard my mom say, "Mathayo, dinner is ready." I wasn't entirely sure what she said, so I jumped up and said, "What?" But as soon as I got my head above water, the weights pulled me back under and I sucked in water. I started panicking, jumping up, gasping for air, but getting a little air and more water. I knew I had to get to the side of the pool to grab the ledge and pull myself out, and that's what I did. I still think back on that incident, wondering if I wasn't able to get to the side, they'd think I killed myself. Dumb shit number 5. For our high school senior trip, our school always went to a ski resort a few hours away. My friends and I decided that we would drive up instead of taking the bus with the others, because we wanted to bring alcohol and didn't want to risk not being able to get some underage. Well, word of what we were doing started spreading, and more people came up to us and asked us to buy them booze too and bring it with us. Before we knew it, we had dozens of requests, and everyone was willing to pay us double, even triple the cost of the booze. We decided to rent a van because at this point, we would be hauling over $3,000 worth of booze. Unfortunately, we weren't the smartest bunch and started getting a little cocky with this new business venture we had created. We started going up to all the grads and telling them what we were doing. Soon after that, we had over $5 worth of booze orders. This one girl, Jillian, came up to us and asked us to buy her a 12-pack. No problem. The night before we were to leave, she is sitting at dinner with her family who is telling her the dangers of trying to buy alcohol illegally from liquor stores. "Don't worry, parents," she says. "Some kids at our school are taking orders and bringing booze for us." Jillian's parents call the school, tell them everything. I get called into the office. Jillian had come to me for the order the next day and basically get my ass handed to me. I would have been expelled if my mom hadn't begged the principal to take pity. And there could have been a criminal case, but luckily for us, we hadn't bought the booze yet, so there was no evidence. I took the punishment like a man and never ratted out on my 3 co-conspirator friends. I got 7 days suspension, 3 additional in-school suspension days, and couldn't go on the grad trip. I also became my vice principal's bitch for the remaining few weeks, and she made me do random things like help stock the cafeteria, clean smoke pit, etc. The entire senior trip got delayed 2 days. They called a school-wide assembly to tell them our scandalous ways and tell them the dangers of underage drinking, etc. All in all, I got a pretty awesome story out of it and learned only one lesson. Don't trust Jillian. Dumb shit number 6. I mixed bleach with ammonia. It was my first job at a restaurant. As a newbie, I had to do most of the floor cleaning come closing time, One of the drains is clogged by accumulated grease. I was originally going to bring some water to a boiling point, throw it down the drain, and hope it's unclogged enough to make it to the grease trap underground. Mind you, I'm doing all this with no supervision. Me being a lazy little shit, not wanting to wait for boiling water, remembered my uncle telling me something. If you mix straight bleach with detergent, you can unclog toilets. Me not knowing any better thought, I'd use this genius idea to unclog the drain, without knowing if it was true or not. I go to the supply room where they keep all cleaning products. I get a gallon of bleach, but I can't find any detergent. Then from the corner of my eye, I spot Lime-Away containers. I've seen the grill being cleaned with this stuff. It removes all the grease and burnt stuff from the grill being used all day. I think to myself, this has to be stronger than detergent. It would probably work faster. So grab both and get back to the clogged drain. I opened and poured both at the same time. Holy shit balls! When you breathe this stuff, it feels like something entered your lungs and displaced all the air inside, like being strangled from the inside and your throat hurts a bit. I make a run for the back door, think UTF I've done to myself. I'm coughing and I can't catch my breath. Luckily for me, there were only 3 people left in the restaurant: the manager, the dishwasher, and my dumbass. Manager walked in the kitchen right after it happened and saw me run outside. The dishwasher came right after him, saying he can't breathe. So we stayed outside for a while, waiting for it to dissipate. Surprisingly, I didn't get fired, just reprimanded. I bet things would have been different if I had done this during business hours. And that's how I almost gassed myself on my first ever job, not even a week in. Dumb shit number 7. In high school, I lived in the basement and thought it was cool to go in and out through the basement windows. I lost my saxophone for a few days and couldn't find it anywhere. I finally realized that I had been using it as a step stool to get in and out of the windows several times a day. In an unrelated story, I often get foggy eyes in the shower and then realize I left my glasses on. Dumb shit number 8. I'm 34 years old, and my dad still tells the following story of me doing a dumb thing to anyone willing to listen. When I was 8 years old, I got a pack of Big League chew gum. I was hanging out in the garage with my dad, and when he saw I was about to open the gum, he said, "Now whatever you do, do not put this in your eye." I said, "Okay, I won't." I then walked into the house, went upstairs into my bathroom, chewed on a ton of gum, took it out of my mouth and put it on my eye. The gum was the perfect texture of sticky and stuck to my eyebrow and all my eyelashes. My eye was completely glued shut from the gum. I immediately ran downstairs for my dad's help, completely hysterical with a huge wad of gum stuck to my eye. I still remember my dad yelling, "WTF." Dumb shit number 9. When I was little, I threw my ballet shoes into a toilet I had just peed in. I have no idea why. I then ran to my mom, who couldn't decipher through my hysterical crying what was going on. To this day, I still have no idea why I did it, but I remember feeling that I had to do it. Dumb shit number 10. I used to drink cans of soda by stabbing them with a pushpin thumbtack. If I just pulled it out, there would be a stream of wasted soda. So I would pull the tack out with my teeth while creating a seal with my lips. One time, I accidentally swallowed the tack. One emergency room visit and a few x-rays later, I was sent home to dig through my poo. I was 14. There you have it, folks. From comical crashes to boozy blunders, these stories remind us that everyone has a moment they wish they could redo. If you enjoyed these tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below, sharing your own ridiculous story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.